Hi, I'm Yvonne the Story, and welcome to the Q&A sessions for Merchant Seaman. Becoming a Merchant Seaman, or if you have any questions or concerns, I will address all of your questions from my DM in the Q&A session. What I like to do is provide any tips, tools, resources, jobs, any information that I know about being a merchant seaman, especially becoming a merchant seaman as a woman. I'm here to help. I want to get you guys to your next level and get your foot in the door. So let's host. I'm gonna start hosting Q&A sessions, or either discussing the questions that you guys have for me in my DM, in my lives, or the QA sessions, which we're going to do right now tonight. Okay, let's go over. First question in the session is going to be: can I work on the U.S. merchant ships if I'm from the islands? Yes, of course you can, but you still got to make sure that you meet the key requirements. You still need your STCW, your TWIC card, your MMC, and your passport. Even if that passport is from your country, you need to make sure that it is an active document. And what I will recommend is that you contact the V group, V as in Victor. What that is a international agency that assists foreigners. That is an agency that will assist foreigners to make sure you have your visas and the proper documents so that you can work on the US ships. Okay? Next question: do I know any companies that's hiring for merchant seamen besides military sea lift command? I'm smiling because yes, you must be new to my page. Do me a favor, go back and look at my videos. On my videos, I list boards that show agencies, corporations, and also provide the websites that are hiring for merchant seamen. Continue to look at these websites. They do list companies, they do list um, even with the agencies, companies that are hiring for merchant seamen. So go back and look at my videos on the job boards that's there. If you don't see nothing, but I'm sure you are, then come back and let me know. But yes, definitely have jobs listing besides military sea lift command. Next question is: do I need to take a CPR class? You don't need to go and register individually for a CPR class to become a merchant seaman, because that information is covered in your STCW course. That document, that information, is going to be covered. So with your STCW, you're going to have your basic firefighting, your first aid, your CPR, and then also to safety on the vessel. So that is covered with your STCW course. Next question: in what order should I get my documents? And I'm the documents for becoming a merchant seaman. What order should you get your document? It's really not a certain order. The only concern is when you applying for your MMC, you definitely need to make sure you have that TWIC card first. Not have it in your hand, but you do need the TWIC receipt when you're applying for your MMC. So to answer your question, I would get the passport first because it takes longer to get that passport back. You'll go to the post office and get the passport, then apply for your TWIC card, then your STCW, and then your after your STCW, and then your MMC. With the MMC, you're going to need that TWIC receipt that they will give you, indicating that you have applied for it. You don't have to wait. A lot of people wait to get it in your hand. You don't have to wait. So with the TWIC receipt, you're going to submit that in for applying for your MMC, and also to the medical certificate at the same time that you're applying for the MMC. Next question: what rating what rating should I list on my MMC? What rating? That's a good question. So your MMC, you guys, that's the orange book that everybody this is kind of your resume. On your MMC, it lists all your endorsements and your ratings. So when you go on a vessel, whatever vessel that you may go on, temporary, long term, another company, this shows your credentials. This shows your endorsements. So your ratings, if you're beginning, if you're new coming into this field, then your ratings is going to be an entry level position or a entry level department, and it's going to show on the MMC application. It's going to direct you to, if you're a new beginning, this is, you're going to be as an ordinary seaman. If you're advanced, you need to apply for this endorsement. So it's kind of like a little chart, a cheat chart that helps you for what ratings that you're going to list on the MMC. I do want to tell you this: if you're not qualified for that position, if you have not acquired the required seat time or took the test, the certifications, do not put that rating on your endorsement, on that on your MMC, if you have not if you're not qualified, if you have not taken the required courses, or, as I stated, seat time that's needed to get that position. Do not put that that rating there. And that's it. That's the questions that I had that was submitted through my DM, because I do, if I have the time and you watch the video and you have a question about that video while you're watching it, drop it in my comments. I saw that you guys have been doing it, and I do go back. I'm not going to ghost you guys. I do go back and look at the videos and try to answer the questions that I can. And I also, too, see that other people, other merchant seamen that are experienced in this field, are answering questions too. So you guys, thank you. Thank you for supporting each other, providing each other. Think about it. If we gave each other support and provided resources, think about how much better of a world that this would be. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for coming on. And as always, you guys, let's win. And we could do it by what? By having confidence in ourselves that we could do it.